Eternal hell is one of the most widely accepted ideas in Christianity, and one that has shaped how millions see God, judgment, and eternity. But it wasn't always that way. In fact, for the first few centuries, many Christians didn't believe in it at all. Most did not teach eternal torment. Eternal punishment was one view among several, not the defining one. So what changed? How did one idea, among many, become the standard belief for generations of Christians? To answer that, we have to go back to the early church, a time when different ideas existed side by side. A key figure in this shift was Augustine of Hippo. Writing in Latin, he gave the idea of eternal punishment a clear, systematic form. Augustine himself admitted his Greek wasn't strong, and scholars note he relied mainly on Latin translations rather than original Greek manuscripts. Some of these translations were flawed, introducing interpretations that may have hardened over time. His influence spread widely across the Western Church, at a time when the Roman Empire itself was becoming increasingly Christian. As the empire expanded and organized, so did its theology. Ideas that were once debated openly began to solidify into doctrine. But this shift wasn't only about one person. It was also about access to the original texts. Earlier Christian thinkers worked in Greek, the language of the New Testament. But in the West, fewer people knew Greek. So theology was increasingly shaped through Latin translations instead. And as meaning moves through translation, it can begin to narrow. Over time, one interpretation became more clearly defined and more widely accepted. But for many early Christians, judgment wasn't the end of the story. Some saw it as a refining process, a fire that would ultimately restore. Others believed evil would come to an end rather than continue forever. These views didn't disappear overnight, but they gradually faded from prominence. Eternal hell didn't suddenly appear in Christian thought. It became dominant through influence, language, and the shaping of theology over time. What was once a debate became doctrine. Can centuries of theology truly hinge on a few translations and one influential thinker?